If you're treating every customer the same, you're likely overspending, under-targeting, and missing out on some real growth. RFM is a powerful framework that scores your customers against each other based off of 3 key metrics: recency, frequency, and monetary value. In this video, I'll walk you through how to create impactful segments based on RFM analysis in 2 ways. First, by using our pre-built RFM groups: top, loyal, high potentials, small buyers, dormants, and worst customers. And secondly, we can also build any RFM custom combination by using the individual scores themselves and customizing it even further from there. When you look at the breakdown over here on the side, you can see a large portion of your customers, in this case over half, actually fall into a group called Other. These are customers who don't fit into one of the named statuses just yet. However, you can still cluster, analyze, and reach these customers. To get started, let's navigate over to the segment builder. To work with RFM, you'll first want to create a segment and then switch it over to customers who have as your first pathway. Search for RFM in the next dropdown. And we're going to start simple by building one segment and then growing it as we go. I'll start by adding everyone identified as a top customer, but we could also add high potentials and loyal customers to the same segment, increasing its size. With this segment, you can reveal behavioral patterns when activating the calculation of all analytics for it right over here. Or you can go even further and create exclusive experiences by targeting them with, for example, early access to new product launches. Another strategy would be to push the segment into Meta or Google as a seed audience for a lookalike campaign. Instead of optimizing for volume, you're telling the algorithm to find people who look like your best customers. Better seed audiences mean higher quality acquisition. Now let's look at the opposite end of the RFM spectrum. By removing the previous RFM statuses, we can look at small buyers, dormant, and worst customers, as they can be very valuable for exclusion purposes. You can push the segment over to your marketing channels and exclude them for your targeting, so you're not wasting budget on low engagement customers. And on the flip side, you can also use the segment for email engagement. A win-back campaign usually costs far less than acquiring someone new. Beyond the predefined statuses, RetentionX also gives you full flexibility to work with the individual RFM scores directly. You can do this by selecting a specific variable you'd like to consider for either recency, frequency, or monetary value. In this example, these customers are those who fall into the top 50% based off of total orders or frequency, while still excluding the lowest spenders using monetary value. To make it even more interesting, you can also create more advanced segments by layering in additional conditions such as behavioral characteristics. Once you've implemented our pixel for conversion tracking, you can select RX identity properties to factor in the on-site events as well. In this case, we can add in this condition to identify your in-market customers. These customers are showing clear intent as they're browsing, but they haven't pulled the trigger just yet. And retargeting them should definitely be a no-brainer. As mentioned, once you've created your segments, the next step is to activate these customers across your channels. To do that, we'll head over to the automation section over here. And from there, you have 2 paths. You can either create audiences for your ad platforms, or you can enrich your contact data in your ESP, CRM, or even Shopify. We'll start with audiences first, so we'll go over to the audience builder. Here, you can browse our library for inspiration, and of course, use all of your segments to create new audiences as well. To activate a segment, just click Use and select the platform and ad account you'd want your audiences to be created in. Like Meta, and that's it. The next morning, your RFM audiences are available in your Ads Manager. For data enrichment, head to the Data Enhancer in the Automation section. Select your platform, for example, Klaviyo, and open the settings. Make sure your segments are selected as fields, and then by doing this, all of your segments will get pushed and updated automatically and can be used directly inside of the respective tool to create your audiences. I hope this gives you some inspiration for how you can start to create and leverage your RFM segment.